from historic Studio 113 in River Falls, Focus on You. Tonight on the show, we have Wellness Challenge officers Keven Syverson, student Senate member and stand-up comedian, aren't they the same thing? I mean, Nick Vanden Heuvel. I'm your announcer, Michael Salazar. Here's your host, the one, the only, Rob Breacher.
Can you smell that, Michael?
Do I want to?
That's the smell of a new semester, full of possibility and excitement. To have the chance to do something fresh and amazing. Now do you smell it?
I don't know. Someone left a tuna fish sandwich in this podium last semester. I think that's making the possible smell.
That's the smell of opportunity?
Yeah. All right, well, so Rob, besides painful puns, what do you want to do with the show?
What do I want to do with the show? I want to become filthy rich, travel the world, and become a star.
On public access?
Michael, there's no such thing as a small show. Only small hosts.
All right, well, shoot for the moon, I guess.
Oh, sure. Why not? Why not shoot an episode on the moon? Anything's possible.
Well, I'm glad you're so optimistic. We've got some big shoes to fill as the new stars of Focus on You.
Oh, we sure do. And I trust you caught up on the old episodes in preparation?
Of course, and they're all great.
Definitely, definitely. I really like the episode where Walter White cooked the meth in a minivan and... Oh, no. You mean people don't cook meth on the show?
Well, I didn't say that. So you haven't seen any of the old episodes of the show?
Nope, not one. I didn't even know this was a thing until last week.
Awesome. Didn't you wonder what happened to the old host, Daniel Ford?
No, what did happen?
Something terrible and unspeakable.
Oh. Well, it's fortunate for us because now we're here.
Yeah, I suppose. So, did you do any preparation at all?
Ooh, I did. I got ready for the show by sleeping in the studio all night, and turns out the room isn't heated after hours.
Oh, that sounds boring and incredibly unsafe.
Ooh, speaking of boring and incredibly unsafe, have you been watching the Sochi Olympics?
No. If I wanted to watch white people waddle around in big coats, I'd just look around campus.
Well, what else could we talk about?
Well, Obama has done some interesting things lately.
I don't really follow celebrity news, you know.
All right. How about Valentine's Day?
Great. I love Valentine's Day.
Really? Why's that?
Well, when I think about how much money all the nice companies are going to make, it just warms my heart, you know? I do find it to be a stressful time of the year, though. Like, either I'm lonely because I have no one to spend the day with, or I'm stressing about getting my significant other the perfect gift.
That's when you just cuddle up in front of your TV, watch Focus on You, and buy yourself some chocolate.
Sounds good to me, Michael. All right, it's time to check out some fantastic videos. We'll be right back with more Focus on I Love You.
Ringdo is the most comprehensive martial and healing art in the world. and is over 200 years old. We learn kicking, punching, ground fighting, weapons, and meditation. We meet just a few blocks off campus in the Meyer Middle School Wrestling Room on Monday and Wednesday nights, 6 to 7 p.m.
Hello and welcome back. Today I have Keven Syverson and Brent Bungaard here to talk about the health and wellness, or health and fitness challenge, right? Mm-hmm. Now, what exactly is the health and fitness challenge?
Well, it's a 4-week competition that we have here. The first week just started this Monday. In each week, participants can either do it individually or as a team. And the teams of about 5 to 8 participants. And what they do is throughout the week, you exercise, you eat healthy, also gain new relationships, go to campus events, anything that's considered healthy. And you can earn points for that. And at the end of each week, there's an individual winner and there's also a team winner. And they win prizes. So. Okay.
Yeah, so we tried to keep it very broad, wellness, not just physical activity, not just nutrition, but by brushing your teeth, quitting smoking, different things like that, there's opportunities for points.
All right. And when did this start?
Oh, God, it's probably about the 7th year or so that we've had this challenge. And each year we have a different student health intern plan this. And so it's a great opportunity for them to get some planning and promotion and do a health event.
Sure, sure. How many participants are in it this year again?
This year we have, I believe, over 100. I would say about 110 to 120, which is definitely up from past years. I've looked over the records, and it nearly doubles from past years.
Wow.
So we've got a lot more interest, especially among faculty members.
That's awesome. Why do you think this program was needed? Or / why do you think it's important for our university?
Yeah, so well, as we look at our data, I've been working here for about 12 years now. My undergrad's from here, so I've been around the campus off and on for 24 years. But our data shows that our students are less physically active than they have been throughout time. They've been less physically active over the years. So that was kind of the genesis in that way, to try and increase physical activity, but take it beyond, like I said, just physical activity.
Sure.
But it's kind of a social support thing. It's an opportunity for you to work out with someone else, be active with someone else, and that's an important component of this as well.
Yeah. So how do the participants earn points throughout the week?
Well, basically a lot of it is exercise and eating healthy, maybe eating 3 servings of vegetables in a day. That can get you a good amount of points, or exercising for 30 minutes can get you 5 points. But we also like to emphasize our health in relationships as well as also with social. So if you introduce yourself to someone new, you could get some points for that. If you attend an event on campus, you can also receive some points as well. So we like to go all over the health spectrum.
So it sounds like it's more on the honor system kind of?
Yes, it is very much. It's kind of keeping track of your points, being trustworthy with it.
And that's what I was going to say. Yeah, obviously we don't monitor or check in with everyone. It's meant to be a fun opportunity, for campus to come together around an event. And yes, there are some prizes. You're not going to get rich off the prizes. You're not going to eat for a week off the prizes. But that adds a little incentive to it. But yes, it's meant for fun. That's the basic level.
So you mentioned the prizes. What kind of prizes are we talking about?
Well, for the teams, at least, it's prizes can range from Jimmy John gift certificates or 6-inch subs at Subway. And then for individuals, on the other hand, they can maybe earn $25 gift certificates to Nutrition Forever, which is a healthy eating place in town, or a month pass to Snap Fitness, Anytime Fitness, or the weight room here on campus as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
I feel like I know so much more about what's going on campus and how to better ourselves health-wise and I guess physically too, right?
Thank you.
Anyways, thank you, and we'll be right back.
Join Students Today, Leaders Forever. It's a great opportunity to meet lifelong friends, make an impact in communities across America, and of course, travel. If you are interested or have any questions, please find us on Facebook at UWRF Falls STLF. We hope to see you soon. Little New York is the ultimate purse and jewelry store. Merchandise comes directly from New York and is all one of a kind. We pride ourselves in our low prices and trendy styles. Visit us today at 127 North Main Street, River Falls, or check out our Facebook page.
Make a trip to historic downtown Hudson. The Ink Factory, one of the best tattoo parlors in Wisconsin, located on Main Street and open 7 days a week, offers great piercing and tattoo work from award-winning artists. Owner Jay Langer has assembled an amazing team to give customers the best tattoo work around. Stop in today and get inked. The Ink Factory, where great art is manufactured.
Looking to fill a prescription? Freeman Drug, your locally owned independent Health Mart pharmacy, offers friendly service and competitive prices on prescriptions, custom compounding, home healthcare products, durable medical equipment, and more. They are conveniently located on 104 South Main Street in downtown River Falls, right across from the movie theater. We accept most insurance cards and transferring your prescription is easy. So stop on by or call 715-425-2255 today. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Focus on you. Today I have Nick Vanden, Heuvel, local comedian. How's it going, Nick?
It's going pretty well, Rob. How about you?
Not bad, not bad. How's your comedic career going so far?
Well, I've been doing comedy since I was 15. I started out at, I did a workshop over in New Richmond, which is just north of here. And ever since then, I've been kind of doing, going to the open mic clubs. I do an open mic here, so if you're ever looking for some fun, I highly recommend checking that out. So.
Awesome, awesome. So when did you first start?
Sophomore year of high school. My mom, she's a teacher, and one of her kids was the son of a stand-up comic, and so he got me really into it. So I started writing my sets since then, and I've been doing it ever since, on and off.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. And we both went to high school. I remember seeing you, but I never actually got to see you perform. So I'm actually really excited to see that.
Well, I'm excited that you finally get to see me perform, Rob, because I know that you've been looking forward to that for quite some time now.
It's been a dream of mine.
You want to know what? We all have dreams. As you said, it's an opportunity.
Is there is there a comedian in your mind that you like to, I don't know, look up to, or you have?
Probably the comedian I look up to most, he's a well-known one, is Jim Gaffigan. And the reason why is not a lot of comics these days can keep clean humor and still reach a large base. And you go on Comedy Central Presents, and a lot of the comics are really raunchy. And you watch that, and it's like, well, anyone can make that kind of joke. It takes a real special comedian to make jokes not based off that. So that's what I strive to do.
That's true. And Jim Gaffigan's a great
he's incredibly funny.
I actually was going to go see him, I think it's in April, pretty soon, like in Minneapolis. But I don't have the money, so.
We are college students.
Yeah.
That is the first problem.
So what kind of material are we going to be?
Well,
today?
I figure since it's Valentine's Day, I told a couple jokes about my Valentine's Day, so you'll get to hear about what my Valentine's Day is going to be like in a little bit. So you'll get to hear that.
All right, awesome.
Yeah, very romantic.
Awesome. Very romantic.
Oh, very.
So are we just going to be like infatuated by you, just like watching you?
I don't know about you guys. I mean, it's possible. It happens just when people see me when they walk by the street, but we don't know here. So.
Well, I'm excited. I'm very excited to see you perform here on Focus on You, as I'm sure everyone else is, right?
Oh.
Well, they can choose to clap if they want. They don't have to, but they did.
Yeah. So I like them all. They are now my favorite people.
And they might think of you as the next Jim Gaffigan.
That is very possible. I started on public access, so.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. All right. So how many venues have you gone to, would you say?
I usually I stick to about 3 or 4, and I just do the open mics there. Okay. I practice, refine my work, because that's what open mic is. It's kind of like when a musician goes to an open mic at a bar, he's doing it so he can practice his set, and then eventually, hopefully, he gets real gigs. So that's what you're doing, and you're sitting with all the other comics. And the nice thing about comics is they'll work with you on your set. So if you have a joke that you're struggling with, you'll all do a little workshop thing so you can write good material.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I too once really wanted to be a comedian until I found out how much work it actually is. Because when you're actually thinking about doing this, you don't really think about how much preparation is actually in a stand-up comedian's actual
you'd be surprised how long it takes to just write 5 minutes.
Right.
You can spend 2 hours to write 5 minutes of material. And the worst part is you never know if you're going to do well or not. So you can write 5 minutes, you could spend 3 hours, pour your heart and soul into a routine, and have everyone just look at you with blank stares.
Right.
It happens.
And it made me realize how talented, especially like the 1 hour kind of comedian stand-up like shows are actually like, you know, those are pretty legit things.
Oh yeah, especially since they keep the audience laughing through it and throughout. I mean, it's tough to do. I've seen people I've seen do the open mics all the time flounder at even half-hour, 15, 20-minute sets. So.
Right. Well, as an actor, like I know improvisation is very important, and I know improv for comedians is also very important too. I watched, I think it was a documentary about how the comedians struggle with people yelling up on stage, and that they actually take improv courses in order to have kind of like snappy comebacks.
Yeah, actually, when you start, they always tell you to have 2 lines that you can always say back to people. So if anyone ever heckles you, you can just say them back. So, and I've seen a comedian actually once turn a heckler into a retire routine, which was really funny for everyone but the heckler.
Right.
He didn't enjoy it as much.
Well, hopefully we don't have any tonight, and I'm very sure that we won't. Right, guys? Right? Okay. Anyways, thank you, Nick, for coming, and I'm very excited to see your stand-up tonight.
Well, I'm very excited to perform for you, Rob.
All right. Anyways, thank you guys, and we'll be right back with more of the show.
So there's been this rumor going around that Focus on You, the campus television show, isn't quite as popular as we may think. You know, people don't watch the show, people don't know about the show, those kinds of rumors. So we're going to go out and disprove these by asking the actual students what they think about Focus on You. Let's go. Yeah. Now, Brianna, when I say the words Focus on You, what does that mean to you?
I don't know.
Anything at all. I mean, hippopotamus, anything whatsoever. First thing that comes to your mind. Focus on you.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
That's quite all right. Focus on you. It could mean a lot of things, you know, like me focusing on you from the bushes. That'd be kind of creepy, but, you know, it could be anything. All right, and what do the words focus on you mean to you? Focus on you.
I'm not sure. Maybe patient.
And why do you say patient? Maybe, kind of, sort of.
What's that? I don't know.
So focus on you. First words that come to your head.
I think of a dictionary, and you would be me, and focus would be, I guess, this, and that's what literally came to my head. So.
Brilliant. When I say the words focus on you, what comes to mind?
It reminds me of a program I did when I was in high school.
Very nice. Does anything else come to mind when you think about it?
Not really.
What comes to mind when I say the words focus on you?
Psychology.
Psychology. Are you in tune with psychology?
Not at all.
And there's nothing else that could possibly come to mind when I say focus on you?
No.
All right. Well, Focus on You is actually the campus television show, the best campus television show that we here have on campus. So you will be featured on that show, and you can actually see yourself on television. We'd like to let you know that you will be on the show and featured on it.
Wow.
So you will be on television.
Wow.
But you are going to be on it. So do you have anything to say to your friends and family that will see you on television?
I'm sorry for being awkward. I guess that's what I have to say.
So maybe the rumors were true. Maybe we're not quite as popular as we thought. I don't know. I thought we were great, and I thought everyone loved us. But somebody out there has to know about this show. So we are going to go find them. Let's go. We're going to find them. What does focus on you mean to you?
Focus on You means to me is students with unbelievably a huge amount of talent coming together to create a kick-ass TV show for students.
That is the correct answer. You, ya because I told you. Yeah, we have fans. We have plenty of them. And any of you who are not watching are just a bunch of pieces of and you better start watching. You better be watching right now because I want to strangle you. Never mind. You should just watch the show, tell your friends to watch. It's a great show. You'll love it.
Welcome to the Focus on You news desk. I'm Colin Kutke.
And I'm Kevin Holmes. Just a few days ago at the Winter Olympics in Sochi, Russia, USA bobsledder Johnny Quinn was trapped in his hotel bathroom. He noticed his bathroom door was jammed after he took a shower. In order to free himself from Russia hotel bathroom captivity, Johnny instinctively used his bobsledding training to get out. Too bad there's no such training when you inject yourself with heroin that can do the same.
The Olympics started last week in Sochi, Russia. During the opening ceremonies, one of the Olympic rings didn't open up, just like the Russians' hearts. You broke my heart, Maria Sharapova. You broke my heart!
In other words, in Copenhagen, Denmark, a Danish zoo killed a baby giraffe named Marius due to possible overcrowding and potential inbreeding. Visitors were able to watch doctors lacerate Marius' body parts off. Marius' detached limbs would later on get fed to the zoo's lions and tigers as meals. Unfortunately, though, the true people that will be suffering from this animal cruelty act are the filmmakers of Madagascar. Rest in peace, Melman. You will surely be missed.
Springfield High School in Minnesota had to be closed for 2 days last week when 30 children fell sick. Doctors say it was psychogenic and due to stress and nervousness. Good thing I never get Thank you.
Recently, students and parents of Carondelet High School, an all-girl private school in Concord, California, had filed a lawsuit against the school for celebrating Black History Month by having fried chicken, cornbread, and watermelon for lunch. Parents thought representing Black History Month in this way was very inappropriate and racist, though what parents and school faculty were unaware of was that the students just wanted to have the same menu as Popeyes for the day.
Valentine's Day is on Friday. I will be in a dimly lit room, spread out on a couch with a hot blonde in close proximity. I'm going to rock House of Cards World on Friday night.
2 weeks ago, a national news story reported of a 16-year-old girl by the name of Mackenzie Wethington, who went skydiving for her 16th birthday, had plummeted 3,500 feet to the Earth's surface after a parachute wouldn't open up. Luckily, Mackenzie survived her unfortunate fall. However, instantaneously after becoming breaking news, every boyfriend in America had joyfully tweeted out that Justin Bieber had just committed suicide.
Eastern Michigan University has recently signed a defensive end named Lion King Conway. I'd like to take this opportunity and announce that my name isn't actually Colin. It's Die Hard with a Vengeance Kutke. My dad really likes Die Hard.
Really?
Really, he really does.
On Monday, in Middle Eastern time, an instructor of the Al-Qaeda breakaway group was teaching his freshly brand new military recruits on how to make car bombs, when suddenly he accidentally set off explosive in his demonstration. The huge blast killed 21 of his recruits. This explosion alerted authorities to the existence of the rural training camp in an orchard north of Baghdad. Nearly 24 people were arrested, including wounded insurgents trying to hobble away from the scene. However, the authorities weren't the only people arrested in this tragedy, as well as 1,512 virgins that were eagerly awaiting the arrival of 21 brand new militant recruits that were to enter into the holy heavens. For those that are mathematically lost currently, every brand new deceased militant recruit swiped at least 72 V-cards that night.
It was announced that the NASCAR race in Texas this year will be sponsored by the people behind Duck Dynasty and be called the Duck Commander 500. After hearing the news, rednecks said only their sister had provided them a better orgasm.
Sounds fascinating.
It really is.
For Focus on You News, I'm Kevin Holmes.
And I'm Die Hard with a Vengeance Kutke. Good night and good news.
Family Fresh Market is proud to serve the River Falls area with the full-service fresh meat counter. A wide variety of fresh produce, including organic offerings, a fresh bakery and deli with great variety of choices for easy meals, and a pharmacy with a convenient drive-thru. Family Fresh Market also provides a 5% UWRF student discount with a valid UWRF student ID. Exclusions do apply. Family Fresh Market. Feed your senses.
TRIO Student Support Services is a program on campuses throughout the United States and was designed to assist students in achieving their baccalaureate degree. If you are accepted as a scholar into Student Support Services, we provide cultural events to expand awareness, leadership opportunities to develop personal growth, community service projects to instill global responsibility and accountability, activities for engaging with other scholars in the program, financial training and education, and academic skills building. The basic qualifications are being the first person in your family to pursue a college degree, meaning neither parent has a college degree, family income guidelines as determined by the federal government, and students with disabilities.
And thank you for coming back. And now we present Nick Vanden Heuvel.
How are we all doing tonight? How's everyone doing out in TV land? So everyone out there's probably thinking Valentine's Day is coming up tomorrow, right? I mean, that sounds pretty awesome. You see, I was doing some research the other day, and I found out that Valentine's Day is banned in Saudi Arabia, which makes me think that that is the perfect place for me to move. Although the only problem is it's a little hot there, so I may have to drink my Ben & Jerry's as I cry myself to sleep at night. So I learned also in Finland, it's not called Valentine's Day, it's called Friend Day, and you just celebrate hanging out with your friends, which is great because this time it won't be really awkward when me and 6 guys go out to a restaurant on Valentine's Day. Because there is no Valentine's Day in Saudi Arabia, there is a black market for roses there. Which to me, can you just imagine getting arrested for that, sitting in the prison, you know, all the rough guys, like, what'd you do? I tried to overthrow the Sultan. Ooh, how about you? I killed 3 men. What about you over there in the corner? I sold roses on the street. Whoa, we ain't touching that. Speaking of dates, I've been on some really bad ones. And the other day, I was at one, and it was amazing. You know, she was smart, she was funny, she was kind, she was cute, and I was the smoothest I'd ever been. And then she moved to Texas. Which, like, when your ex unfriends you on Facebook, it's really tough. But can you imagine trying to stalk someone all the way in Texas? I was watching the Discovery Channel, and they had a documentary on, like, mating rituals, and my friend said to me, gosh, it'd be really weird if human dating was like that. And it struck me, it is. Like, think about it. When those birds dancing at each other, that's the same as the guy coming up to the girl in the club, except let me tell you something, those birds dance way better than any guy I've ever met. Like, if those birds had just a little bit of talking ability, we would all have feathers right now. And, like, Olive Garden, when you take your date to Olive Garden, that's the same as the dung beetle rolling the piece of poop up to his prospective date. Except you're at Olive Garden, so it's still the same thing. Speaking of romantic dinners, I was down at Sodexo the other day, and, you know, everyone always claims Sodexo doesn't buy high-quality ingredients for the students, but let me tell you something. I know for a fact that Sodexo buys the highest quality disappointment there is on the market at this point. And everyone always says their chicken nuggets is mystery meat. I checked the ingredients. It says ingredients squirrel. Mystery solved! So I've been doing a lot of reading lately, and I was reading the Bible, and there's a story in there where the Israelites wandered through the Sinai Desert for 40 years. I've looked at the Sinai Desert. That's really small. Like, having like 10,000 people wandering that, that's like 4 freshmen walking into a dorm room in Parker and not knowing how to get out. Like, the only thing I can imagine is that at one point, God was just messing with them. Like, Michael came up and he's like, God, what are you doing? God's like, watch this. Turn left. They've been doing that for like 40 years now. I've been reading a lot, too. I started reading fairy tales, and I noticed that all fairy tales are really, really just crap. And I'd say the biggest one that's crap is Goldilocks, and for 2 reasons. The first one is you have 3 bears living in a house. How did 3 bears get in the house? 2 reasons. First one, they brutally murdered the family inside, at which case this is now a Stephen King novel, and you're a horrible parent for reading it to your children. Second one is they built it themselves, which that could never happen. Have you ever talked to a bear? They're idiots. They haven't even the slightest idea of how to use basic carpentry skills. I mean, come on, people. But I'd have to say the biggest part is who the heck makes porridge and just leaves it on the table and doesn't eat it? Like when I make porridge, I'm going to leave it come hell or high water, not leave it around for some little blonde harlot to come along and steal. Thank you all. Have a great night.
Did it take you to build that up?
3 days ago.
I
was informed 3 days ago I'd be on here, so I wrote it down.
Nice.
Better than I would have done.
I know.
Right?
What can I say? I guess I'm just that amazing.
He's back at
Ladies.
Anyways, thank you for watching, and then tune in next time to Focus on You, and have a very safe and happy Valentine's Day. Good night, my sweethearts.
Thanks.